Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. This poem is falsely attributed to Abraham Lincoln. Facts reveal that Lincoln didn't compose this poem. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States of America, born to parents who struggled to make a living in Kentucky. Lincoln made a great effort to acquire knowledge, an outspoken opponent of the system of slavery. The poet father contrasts each harsh lesson that his son will have to learn with a truth about the world. Let's start the poem to Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. He will have to learn, I know, that all men are not just, all men are not true, but teach him also that for every scoundrel there is a hero, that for every selfish politician there is a dedicated leader. Teach him for every enemy there is a friend. It will take time, I know, but teach him if you can, that a dollar earned is of far more value than £5. Teach him to learn to lose and also to enjoy winning. Steer him away from envy if you can. Teach him the secret of quiet laughter. Let him learn early that the bullies are the easiest to lick. Teach him, if you can, the wonder of books, but also give him quiet time to ponder the eternal misery of birds in the sky, bees in the sun, and the flowers on a green hillside. In the school, teach him it is more honorable to fail than to cheat. Teach him to have faith in his own ideas, even if everyone tells him they are wrong. Teach him to be gentle with gentle people and though with the though. Try to give my son the strength not to follow the crowd. When everyone is getting on the bandwagon, teach him to listen to all men, but teach him also to filter all he hears on a screen of truth and take only the good that comes through. Teach him, if you can, how to laugh when he is sad. Teach him there is no shame in tears. Teach him to scoff at cynics and to beware of too much sweetness. Teach him to sell his brawn and brain to the highest bidders, but never to put a price tag on his soul. Teach him to close his ears to a howling mob and to stand and fight if he thinks he is right. Treat him gently, but do not cuddle him, because only the test of fire makes fine steel. Let him have the courage to be impatient. Let him have the patience to be brave. Teach him always to have sublime faith in himself, because then he will have sublime faith in mankind. This is a big order, but see what you can do. He is such a fine little fellow, my son. Abraham Lincoln. In this letter, Abraham Lincoln, believed to have written to his son's teacher, he emphasizes on the values that he would like his son to learn. He wants his son to learn that all men are not just, but he also wants his teacher to teach him that for every bad person there is a good person available in the world. He further wants his son's teacher to teach him the value of labor and hard work, and he wants his son to learn that a dollar earned is of higher value than $5 found without hard work. He wants him to be away from jealousy and also learn the secret of quiet laughter. He wants his son to be taught that bullies are the easiest to please by saying yes to all their demands. He wants his son to be taught the wonder of books. He wants also that his son is taught the value of quiet time in which he can ponder over the mysteries of nature and also learned that it is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. He wants his son to be taught to have faith in his own ideas and to be gentle with the gentle and though with the though. He wants the teacher to give his son the strength not to follow the crowd and filter all that he hears with the filter of truth. He wants the teacher to teach his son that one can laugh when one is sad, yet there is no shame in tears. He wants his son to be taught how to be wary of too much sweetness and keep cynical, negative people away. He further asks the teacher to teach his son to sell his skills and talents to the highest bidder, but also ensure that he never trades his soul for a price tag. He wants his son to be taught to fight for what he thinks is right and he brave and to have faith in himself and others. Learn to lose means be sportive and acceptable defeat with a smile. The crowd might be interested in doing something wrong. Hence, the father doesn't want his son to follow it, but he confident about his own purpose of life. People who usually develop bad habits or engage in crimes do so only because they want to impress others or be equal to others by hook or crook. The father doesn't want his son to live only to impress others. Lincoln wants his son to be careful about people who speak very sweetly to him because he knows that only those people who want some favor from us are very sweet to us. The poet here says that it is important to listen to all men. However, he wants his son to give into what that say, but learn to filter all that he has heard and found out what the truth is and follow it. The poet wants his son to be trained in school literally. The line means that when steel is tempered with fire, it gets harder. Similarly, if his son is put through rigorous training, he too could grow up to be taught as steel. The virtue that the poet is trying to upload in this line is of discipline, which molding character and embedding values. He ends the letter with a gentle order that the above things be taught to his son, who is after all such a fine boy.